Good morning. The chairman of the EPP Group and Mrs. Tsikhanouskaya will make a statement, and then we'll have a couple of questions. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you so much for being with us. It's an honor for us that we can welcome today Sviatlana Tsikhanouskaya in the EPP Group. For us, she is the elected leader of Belarus, and that's why it's really an honor to have her with us. We do not recognize the dictator Lukashenko as the leader of Belarus, the closest friend of Vladimir Putin, who defeated democratic elections in his country. The failed attacks against Kiev started also close to Belarus, and now they are creating joint forces between Belarus and Russian troops. Soon, hopefully not, they will also be part of any kind of activities on the ground and kill Ukrainians. I think we should really be very, very strong and clear on possibilities to prepare new sanctions to Belarus and to Lukashenko, to the power system there, equally to what we do with Russia, because obviously they are one. And I want to honor those who are fighting for our common ideas, the courageous people of Belarus who are doing this every day under a system of pressure from the state, represented today from Sviatlana. And I want to admire again the people of Ukraine. They are fighting the fight for all of us, and they must win the war. That's the only chance that we get finally a free Ukraine, that we get finally a free Belarus, and we get finally, hopefully, also a free Russia and a free Europe.
Thank you, dear Manfred, dear press, dear friends. I came here to European Parliament to ask for more support for Belarus and Belarusian people. I came here to speak on behalf of the imprisoned Sakharov Prize winner Maria Kolesnikova. I came here to speak on behalf of the jailed Nobel Prize winner Ales Beliatsky, on behalf of everyone who is in jail and cannot be with us today. The situation in Belarus has become dramatic. Putin and Lukashenko raise stakes. They try to increase and legalize the constant deployment of Russian troops on Belarus territory. And we should call it by its name. It's an occupation. Our position is clear. Belarus must officially withdraw from participation in Russian war. Every Russian soldier must leave Belarus unconditionally. And all involved in Russian attack from Belarus must be held accountable. It's our fight to win, but we need your help as we face an enemy who denies the very existence of our country as a free and independent nation. I came here to ask Europe for more support, both for Belarus and for Ukraine, because our fates are intertwined. Yes, we have different situations, of course. Ukraine faces a terrible war, but our fight and enemy are the same. We need more Belarus in European Union, and we need more Europe in Belarus. Belarusians chose the European and democratic path in 2020 and continue to fight for it furiously every day. So thank you, Manfred, again. Thanks to European People's Party for hosting me today. Thanks to European Parliament for supporting and recognizing democratic Belarus. And thank you for making me feel welcome here in the heart of Europe. And thank you for opening your hearts for Belarusians.
Questions now?
Hi, Manfred from Belarus. Nice to see you. My first question is, what concrete support are you looking for today? Manfred from Belarus. Nice to see you. My first question is, what concrete support are you looking for today? Will you be asking for your European permit? Are you feeling abandoned by Europe? And how's your group doing?
Look, I feel that Belarus is a little overlooked behind the situation in Ukraine, but we fully understand and support this because we realize how important all the possible assistance and support to Ukraine, because Ukraine actually now is fighting for all the freedoms and values of all European countries and democratic countries, actually. But also we understand that Belarus should be also on the agenda, because I think that some politicians and people don't realize the meaning of Belarus in this crisis, that Belarus is part of the problem and this problem has to be solved in complex. Without free Belarus, there will be constant threat to Ukraine, to our neighboring countries, and that's why no one Russian soldier should be left in our country as well.
Austrian television, or I would like to ask you, Lukashenko said, if you want peace, you have to prepare for war. Is the population in Belarus prepared to go to war together with Russia? How is the mood there? And what is your reaction on the announcement to join forces with the Russian troops? Will Belarus soldiers really fight in Ukraine?
I doubt that Belarusian soldiers would join Russian army attacking Ukraine. Because there are no readiness, no mood among Belarusian army, to fight against Ukrainians. But what Lukashenko is doing now, he's like threatening people, he's preparing people for like possible attacks from Ukraine. So he's looking for external enemies. He say that Ukraine is going to attack us. Just this word, he wants to justify the presence of Russian troops on our territory. That look, we are preparing, we want to defend you, Belarusians. But Belarusian people understand that there is no threat from Ukraine, there is no threat from Poland or Lithuania or any other democratic countries, and they understand that now Lukashenko fulfills the will of like his master Putin, and he lost control over at least military situation in our country.
One last one here.
Ms. Tikhanovskaya, almost 2 years ago here in the European Parliament, you said that the Belarusian society has yet to decide whether to take the European path. So today you know that Belarus needs more Europe. Does it mean that the democratic opposition or the society has already decided about the orientation of Belarus?
Look, what is orientation? It means we cherish the same values as democratic world. We are not talking about European Union, but we are talking about European values, democratic values. And yes, Belarusian people chose in 2020 this European way of development. It means democracy, it means human rights prevailing in our country. So, yeah.
So you choose the European Union?
We chose European values.
And that is probably an extremely important reminder, because we care a lot about Belarus. We ask what is happening now on the ground when it is about the cooperation on the military side with Russia. We care about what is happening in Ukraine. But the presence of Sviatlana Tsikhanouskaya today is also a message to us to believe in our values, to be strong. Let's face reality. Inside of European societies, we are facing already a lot of populism in a way that let's avoid the high energy price, let's avoid the increase of cost of living and so on. Why should we support so much? This presence of you is also a reminder for us. We have a common fight, and this is what EPP wants to show now with Ursula as Commission President, Ursula von der Leyen as Commission President, Roberta Metsola as our President, that we want to lead and we want to be close on the side of those who fight for our values. That's why. Thank you so much for your presence.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
That's important.